What's good? What's good, GI? Everybody watching live, and we'll be watching this video whenever we upload it. We are going to talk about Thor Ragnarok. Now, I remember TBH saying that he wasn't really excited for it, but I was like, yo, we got to talk about it, so go watch it. So he watched it. We're going to start around the room, though, before you get into everything else. Just a yes or no. We don't need any details, but we're going to start off with Ace. Were you anticipating Thor? Yes or no?
No.
Chef?
No.
Blitz?
Kinda.
Real deal?
Yes. Yes or no?
Yes. TBH already said no. Chaos?
Damn, I can't even speak for myself.
Go ahead. Already started off and saying exactly.
No.
Damn, everyone was hating here, I guess.
All right,
Well, I'll tell you why I said no, but afterwards.
Yeah, we'll get into that. And I also wasn't anticipating it. I felt like, again, with a lot of movies, not just even Marvel movies, they be spoiling too much, man. Like, I felt like it was just some scenes that y'all could have just held to when the actual film came out. But let's get into it, though. Thor Ragnarok. Now, Chaos came into the DMs and was like, yo, this is like top 5 Marvel movies. So I'm like, I don't know about that. So we going to ask that question first, and we going to start off with Chaos. So you think this is a top 5 Marvel movie? Why?
Yeah, so remember when I said it was like top 5, maybe it's top 10, because it could drop down to 6 or 7. And we got to remember, I just came back from the movies from it. It had everything comedy-wise, from like the Guardians and everything, like the little promotion thing, how they promote it. It had action. It actually made the character likable, in my opinion. It brought in characters that we all already liked, and it made everything in the past movies better. And I wanted to like Thor from the past one, but those movies suck. So I don't know. To me, it's top 10, top 5. Get the bit.
Top 5, top 10. Okay, you say you go.
Yeah, because it could drop to a 6 or 7 if you like
top 10.
So, all right, so you think it's top 10? Okay, but all right, T-Base, do you think it's top 5?
Damn, like there's so many fucking Marvel movies. I'm trying to like off the top of my head. To be honest, I could say there's space for it to be in the top 5. Like off the top of my head, I'm thinking there's definitely Winter Soldier, definitely Civil War, definitely Black Panther.
There he is.
The black man is God.
But it hasn't even came out.
Yeah, that's number 1. It ain't even come out yet. That's number 1 on my top 5.
Hey, when February come out, we gonna throw that in there for sure. But you gotta exclude that for now, dog. You gotta talk about
it. That's not top 5. You don't think that's top 5?
Well, then I guess nothing's top 5 because Infinity.
I wouldn't put Homecoming top 5. I wouldn't. It's top 10 maybe, but not top 5. I'd agree.
I wouldn't even put it top 10.
Like, I gotta go. Like, hold up, I gotta Google fucking.
I would have to look at it. I'm looking at the Marvel
come back to me.
list.
We're talking Marvel movies.
Cool. All right, real deal. You think it's top 5? Yes or no?
On Thursday night, I did say it was top 5, but I was thinking about. I was like, if not top 5, it'd be like 6.
Yeah,
I'd say number 1 probably be either Civil War or Winter Soldier. Spider-Man is my top 5, to be honest, because Spider-Man is my favorite.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we counting Logan and Deadpool and like the X-Men movies?
Nah.
MCU. Yeah, MCU.
Okay. I'm just talking about MCU.
Yeah, MCU movies. Okay.
And here, the first one, and I was thinking about Guardians, but I was like, nah. So I say Thor probably like my number 5. It was like the funniest one out of them all. So
yeah, I'm going through this list, and he might be right because what was it? Age of Ultron was a disappointment to me.
Yeah.
So I can't put that
darker than what it was. It was too.
I think both Guardians of the Galaxy were all right, but I still wouldn't put them in my top. I might have to give it the 5 spot.
I'm telling you.
Nah.
We'll get to your opinion. We'll get to your opinion. Blitz, what you think? Top 5? No. Yes, no.
Top 5. I feel like I got to put it outside the top 5 as well, because the thing, especially with all the latest Marvel movies, like when I see them and then I won't go back and watch them again. So off the top of my head, I probably put it at like 7. I think there's some other ones that kind of stuck out to me a little bit more that I enjoyed more, but the more I think about it, I might have to put someone in the chat just said Doctor Strange is up there for me. I really wasn't
Doctor
expecting
Strange
much
is
from
up
Doc-
there.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting much from Doctor Strange. I really enjoyed it. Like if I had to get, I think like it's a fight between those two for top 5 for me. So, but it was still pretty good. It was definitely the best Thor movie. Like I saw the first one I know. I saw the first Thor a long time ago. Didn't really remember much for it. I only got through like 30 minutes of the Dark World, and I was like, I'm moving on.
I fell asleep on Dark World.
But
Did everybody forget about Ant-Man?
Ant-Man's top 10. It's top 10. That
I was going to talk about that too.
Top 10, not top 5.
Ant-Man was
Top 10, not top 5.
Yeah, Ant-Man was definitely a sleeper for sure. I'm waiting.
It was good, but
yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so it's worth seeing.
Man, Ant-Man was dope, man. Ant-Man was definitely dope.
Dylan and Ant-Man was kind of weak.
You think Thor was top 5?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And Ace, you said yes or no?
I said no.
No. Okay. All right. Me and Black were talking about this too once Chaos made his comment. I was like, you know what? I think Chaos might be right. Because, again, we're looking at the list, and as you can see, it's on the stream as well. But there weren't really, like, any two super-duper good Marvel movies in the regular MCU. But go ahead, Bliss.
Now, when we say top 5, when we're ranking these, are we talking about, like, enjoyability from, like, an entertainment level or, like, terms of, like, story and writing and all that kind of
whatever
stuff?
you
it's just everything. It's just a
want.
personal opinion.
I think maybe all in one.
Yeah, purely from an entertainment standpoint, it's one of the most enjoyable Marvel movies I can remember in a long time.
Okay, because I was like, I definitely agree. I would put Civil War right in front of Winter Soldier, but that's very, very close. Ant-Man was a sleeper to me, and probably one of the Guardian movies. That could easily be switched with. Well, Black was saying he liked the first Iron Man. I would have to watch it again because, again, I don't think that it was that enjoyable. That's why I was saying I don't think it was that enjoyable.
No. But from
the second one was cool to me.
No, okay. All right, so
we don't talk about that.
So for Iron Man though, like, and this has always been a debate for the time that because that was part of Phase 1 for Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah. It set the tone when Iron Man first. You're not gonna tell me when Iron Man first came out and y'all saw it back in 2008, y'all wasn't like, this shit is lit.
I wasn't.
Nostalgia. That's like a lot of people say that. What's old boy? Comedian from the 70s. What is his name? Richard Pryor. A lot of people say he's number one comedian. In my opinion, he's not. Like he was the blueprint and he influenced a lot of people, and I definitely give him his respect. But Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, those are my favorite. Paul Mooney, those type of people. Like Iron Man was the blueprint, but just because you're the first doesn't mean you're the best.
Exactly. Just like Magic and Lonzo Ball, man.
Here we go.
No.
I just watched it again the other day, like on Amazon, and like I think it held up really because, like, when you think about it, Terrence Howard is kind of better than Downey when you watch it, in my opinion. But like, the story is good, and it sounds like you said, I held up. It's probably like.
I think it's just personal preference. It's definitely personal preference. I
Possibly.
I definitely still like the.
I just feel like you probably haven't watched it in a long time, so like back then it might not have made more sense, but I don't know. I think it's still pretty good though. 2 and 3, I don't know.
So we got mixed opinions, but it seemed like the majority of y'all, like, once you really think about it, it could easily be top 5 in the regular MCU. Yeah, it's debatable though.
That's what I was saying.
Definitely debatable, but it's closer than you think though. Once you actually look at all the Marvel movies that have come out in the past like 7-8 years. So when I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, you might be right. It could easily be there.
Everyone laughed.
Yeah, so let's get into the next topic. What did you think about Thor this time and his overall interactions with everybody, including Hulk? We can get into that because in my opinion, I feel like Hulk would definitely stole the show once again. I like their overall relationship. We're gonna start with Real Deal. Damn, Abe, just want to talk.
I know.
I have a lot to say.
I gotta be the moderator, bro. Real Deal. We're gonna start off with you. What do you think about Thor this time?
I didn't know Thor was gonna be as funny as he was in the last few, because like Avengers, he didn't have that much comedic tone, but like the director Taika Waititi, he wanted like bring more of a like comedic side out of Thor. So I think it worked very well because I didn't like when he was talking to Surtur in the beginning. I think that was his name. He just like
Surtur, yeah,
he was just like funny out of nowhere. So, but like his interaction with Hulk, I kind of expected that to be funny because of the first one, they was going to have callbacks to like him and Loki, slamming him down on the ground. and like how Hulk punched Thor out of nowhere when they fought on New York. So I kind of seen that kind of coming. But what was her name? Valkyrie. I thought she was a good mix too. And,
you mean my bae?
You said bae?
You mean my bae? We gonna talk about bae.
No pull out with
Tessa Thompson, boy.
Nah, I take it easy with her. She's from Persuasion, so she's off the market, fellas.
I don't give a fuck.
I think.
We all fantasize anyway.
I didn't say I wasn't going to try to stop it. I'm just letting you know, giving you the info.
This guy A said we don't go.
I'm forgetting somebody else.
She can't have friends. Like
Find that ironic.
that's what he said.
No, I find that ironic coming from Ace.
Oh boy. All right. Anything else you want to add, real deal?
What's his name? Jeff Go. Oh, the Grandmaster. I thought
Jeff
that was
Goldblum.
funny too. How they brought like, what's his name? The Willy Wonka thing when he was in the chair. That was cool.
That was.
I was like, I didn't get to see it with my dad, but I know he would have said something to me. You know, that's a Willy Wonka thing, right? I was like, yeah, I know, but still.
I would have pissed him off and said the new one that just came out.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, this sounds strangely familiar.
Right, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right, T-Bay, what you think about Thor this time and his overall interaction with everybody?
All right, so overall, I think Thor worked far better in this one. That's because I think the third time out, Marvel finally understands Thor's role. Thor works great in the Avengers as well as all the other cameos that he had. Same thing with Hulk. They don't really work well in standalone films. I feel like the problem with the first two Thor movies is they were too focused on Thor. But with this movie, they surrounded him with a great cast of characters. I mean, even look what y'all are talking about. Y'all talking about the Valkyrie. Y'all are talking about Hulk. You're talking about the dude who actually ran the city. What was his name?
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. He was just, Loki was great too. He was just surrounded by a great cast of characters that helped lift him up. And that's okay. So they didn't focus too hard on him. They focused on who he interacted. The dude who was the leader of the rebellion, he was hilarious too. The little rock dude or whatever.
Oh.
It was a great casting all around, and that's what helped uplift Thor, I think. Also, another thing that I liked that I don't know if you guys noticed. One thing that really set this one apart is they really took the time to flesh out the Hulk in this one. They really established that because, like, if you read the comic books, you know the Hulk and Bruce Banner are two different entities. Yeah, and this time they actually showed that they're not the same person, and I appreciated that.
Okay. Chaos, what you think about Thor this time?
Basically what TBH said, they finally know what they're doing. And they didn't take Thor too serious because, like, the other movies, like, he's a god, and they're trying to, I don't know, they're trying to be too serious with that character, and then the director just a perfect fit. Yeah. And you could tell, I was reading a lot about the movie that they were just basically improving like scenes and stuff, and that gave me hope. I was like, all right, cool, this is gonna be like a funny movie. Like, if you like the first 5 minutes where that's perfectly setting the tone for what you're gonna get in this movie. A lot of cool action scenes and funny parts. But yeah, pretty much you guys already said everything. Like, they already know what they're doing with the character.
True. Ace, you can finally talk. What do you think about Thor?
No, I mean, pretty much just to agree with everybody else. I mean, they made some great points, and also what TBH said. But I actually, yes, I think the character interaction with Thor and the rest of the characters definitely did help. And I definitely do like the fact that it wasn't as dark. But I would like to say that I think that Thor would have been fine if they would have just not made him so dark, if he didn't have the supporting cast around him. Like, don't get me wrong, I think the interactions with everybody, like the Hulk, Loki, the Valkyrie, and everyone around him was great. But I think that they finally realized not just his role within the Avengers and everything like that, but also the fact that if they made Thor more lighthearted, the way how Chris Hemsworth, that's the actor that played him, acted, I feel like then the other Thor movies would have been great too. It wasn't just about necessarily the character interaction. It was the fact that he wasn't so gun-ho to find out what he was about, who he was as a person, and actually started just to be a little bit more jokingly. And I think like they showed iterations of that in the previous movies, like you guys said, with the Avengers and then also with Age of Ultron. But I also still do feel like Thor could have survived on his own if they would have continued. They would have done this route with him being more comedic than anything. Because all that serious BS, like nobody wants to see that all the time. And when I watched the first two Thor movies, Thor and then Thor: The Dark World, it was just too dark for me. Like I felt like he was always serious all the time, and nobody likes seeing that. Like I feel like Thor could have survived on his own. Now Hulk, absolutely not. Them Hulk movies from the beginning were trash, but overall it was a good movie. It was great, and I was happy. I was definitely happy.
You thought Incredible Hulk was trash?
Which one?
The one with Edward Norton. It was the first one, but
Both were.
I never saw them, so.
They're not worth it.
I thought Incredible Hulk
last. Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
They didn't do him justice.
I thought
They didn't do him justice at all.
Okay. Chef, what you think about Thor this time?
All I can say is that this time around he's way more than the last two. Like I wasn't expecting to see this movie because the first two turned me off. But I wanted to go see this one, and I seen how much I don't know what the word is, comedic he was, but or lighthearted or something like that. And how open he was to everybody else, then it made it easier to watch and actually enjoy the movie.
Exactly. Okay. Now I'll be on serious and be like, I gotta be mad at everybody.
Right. Liz, what do you think?
No, just to kind of echo what a lot of people have already said, but I really like the direction they took with Thor's character, because like I can only remember pretty much only from the first one. He was very serious and very foreboding, like, oh, behold, I am God of Thunder, oh brother, where art thou? And that was, it was like, to me when I saw it at first, it was like okay, but it wasn't really all that memorable. But I really like the direction they took with Thor this time around. Like we were talking about it in the Discord a little bit. Like it's really, personally, I think it's really hard to like empathize with like characters that are like gods, because they have like they can just kind of do whatever they want. So it's kind of tough to empathize with them on in terms of character development.
So like Superman.
Yeah, exactly. The kind of thing with Superman.
That's what I was about to mention. That's perfect example.
But I really like how they really gave like Thor like this like extra level of, they pretty much made him human, where he's like a likable character, and he's funny. Not only is he powerful, but he cracks jokes and has wit and that kind of stuff. So, shout out to Chris Hemsworth for really bringing some depth to that character.
Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, for real. Right. Shout out to them to actually moving the location instead of Earth, which made no sense. Why the fuck is he on Earth?
He said even dumb guy was the funny part.
Well, what do you mean, like on Earth?
Because 1 and 2 was on Earth. And like there was pretty much they bring him down, and it would make no sense. Like, yo, he's a god, and like of 9 realms. Why isn't he? Why aren't we seeing like other parts of where he's going?
Exactly. The universe, yeah. No, I agree. Blitz, you pretty much took the last thing I was definitely going to say, and that was the most important thing. They definitely made him human in this movie. Once he got his hammer broken, he was like, "Yo, what am I going to do?"
And got humbled real quick.
And when he couldn't get back home, and he ended up on the other planet, like shit got real for him. Shit got real. One of the things that I really liked is when he actually found out that like, I don't need my hammer, dog. Like I'm the God of Thunder. Like that nigga turned into Raiden like multiple times. And that,
wait. You mean that when that nigga went into Avatar state? That's
yeah. Once he unlocked his potential, like shit got real. So I really like those particular scenes. The first time when he was battling Hulk in the arena, and the second time at the end. So I really like that. It kind of just made Thor into an actual person. Like he's like, oh man, like I might actually like get beat out here because I ain't got my hammer no more. So he was kind of tripping. And then Loki was again scheming like he always is. And he was like, yo, like, I need help. Like, what am I going to do here? So it got really, really good towards the middle, in my opinion. So I like Thor a lot in this one compared to the first two. Next thing we're going to talk about, the main villain, Hela.
Yeah.
Me personally, I did not like her. I just felt like she was just way too powerful at first. And I don't know. I just felt... I know, I understand that. I just understand that, but again, like she was so powerful that it just wasn't enough development with me personally. With her, she was just like, all right, like I'm the goddess of death. Like I destroy everything. The end. and it didn't seem like there was going to be really like any way to defeat her, especially when Thor ended up having his hammer broken, and he was just tripping before Loki he got his squad together. So
Loki wanted to dip first scrap they had.
Yeah. Loki was like, all right, like we done, man. we done. So I personally didn't like Hela, but we're going to start off with Blitz. What did you think about the main villain?
I thought she was cool. I'm the opposite. I like how OP she was. Because she was like, I feel like this is the first Marvel villain that I can remember in a long time. It's just like, you don't want to fuck with her because, like, what can you do against her? Like, she can stab you, she can, do all kinds of shit. Stab you and probably stab you a couple more times, do all kinds of shit. And, but like the one thing the only complaint I had about her character was like, she's goddess of death, and like her whole ambition was to conquer the rest of the universe and stuff. So once you took over Asgard, you really didn't see her do anything else. Like she wasn't really spreading like her influence across the universe or whatever. I thought it would have been kind of cool to see her try to do that.
But technically, she never actually conquered Asgard.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, everybody was fighting back.
Yeah, there was a resistance. Yeah, so that was her.
But one time
she didn't get very far. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it would have been cool to like see her like kind of like spreading her evil across the galaxy or whatnot. I think that would have been cool. But other than that, I thought she was one of the better Marvel villains. Like Marvel doesn't have a great track record with them, but I think she's like on a higher end villains. So
same.
Okay, Chef.
I liked her a lot. OP fact. But the only thing I didn't like about her was that helmet. I couldn't get over the fact that helmet was disgusting.
She was like, I don't want to wear my hair. I don't want to wear my hair out. Hold on, let me bring the helmet.
Yeah, like slicking the hair up. Yeah.
Helmet comes off like, I don't understand that. Does it give her more power, or is it just for the fucking looks?
Yeah, I don't know.
When they're walking by,
I think I don't know. Maybe that was her battle form or something. Who knows?
I mean, I guess, but yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like about her with the helmet. Other than that, I liked her as a villain.
Okay, Ace.
It goes back and forth with me with her. When there be some moments I'll be like, okay, yeah, she was dope. Came through to Asgard and just decimated all these niggas that pulled up to her. And then there's other times it's just like, all right, like really? Because like towards the ending is like for me it's like I was like, really, she all that powerful? And then like that shit happened at the end. But we'll talk about that ending later, I'm sure. So it was kind of a hit or a miss. And the only thing I thought was really, really stupid was the helmet. Like my nigga, really? Like, like, cool, your hair is down, everything like that. Like, yeah, cool. And then all of a sudden, like, you want to get
that's
serious.
Just them trying to stick to the source material because that's how she actually looked.
Yeah, I get that. But that was, I feel like that was a stupid way to kind of to introduce that.
Wasn't that Odin's helmet also? I mean, like,
he had the same spike. He had like the signature of it.
Yeah, he had something similar, I believe.
Yeah.
True. Chaos, what do you think about Hela?
Total opposite of you. Because we respect women around here. We respect women. That's one.
Oh.
And number two, because she's the first woman villain in the Marvel universe, and it's not mainly because exactly, we gotta respect them. But it would have made sense if it was like wasn't OP because you're versus Thor, Hulk, and then Valkyrie, and pretty much Loki. So it wouldn't have made sense if it wasn't OP. And the only thing I didn't like, it has nothing to do with her look or motivation or anything. It was like when she came through and like when Odin, left, she came through. It didn't really tell us, like, we knew she was prisoned. We didn't know like how the hell she knew like Thor was on Earth or there, she just came through. So then in my head, when Thor and Loki were still alive, she didn't like know that they were alive. Because she said, oh yeah, they're dead. And then they came back, and then now she's, oh, you're alive. I was like, that didn't make no sense.
But that's what I was saying, though. Like, it just developed. It just developed too quick. She just came, and then it was like, all right, I'm about to fuck shit up. And we was like, all right, cool.
Hey, I mean, she meant business, though.
She did. She definitely did. TBH, what you think of?
I thought she was all right, just because they actually humanized her, even though she's the god of death. Compared to other Marvel villains, they actually explained her motives, and you understood why she was mad. Like, she exposed Odin for who he actually was and said he became a senile old man, and you used me as a tool of war to get what you want, and then once you had enough, you tried to lock me away. So it's like I understood it. Like, I actually argue she's one of the. I still think Vulture's like the best Marvel villain to date. But she's actually one of the better ones if you think about it. She had an actual story and a reason to where you actually sympathize with her.
Okay, I respect that. I respect that. Real deal.
Man, she came through and killed Thor's niggas, bro. I couldn't believe that because it was on screen for like 1 second.
Yeah,
1 second,
except for the girl.
Like, what?
Sif, she's still alive.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Sif. Man,
she wasn't even there like that, right?
Yeah, she couldn't come through and
because she on that
play because she's on the TV show.
Oh,
interesting.
That might mean she's alive.
She's still alive. I thought she was kind of menacing more in the beginning, but like less in the end. Because of course she took out the hammer, and I didn't know she was going to be Thor's sister. I never read a Thor comic, so that was a surprise to me.
Yeah.
So
it all made sense to me at that point.
I was like, that made sense. So,
I was just gonna say because since she's, I kind of follow Norse mythology a little bit, so I was like, oh, that's true. I forgot about that. So yeah.
And let's see. I thought, I understood her motivations. Like you already basically said everything about it, but people saying she's dead and people saying she's not. I can't really tell because she was very powerful. So my voice just cracked on scream. Oh my god!
Are you good? We wasn't gonna say nothing.
Five finna get me. He'll say it first if he ever watched this video.
Wouldn't she embrace that though, since she's the goddess of death? You know what I mean?
That is true.
That's true.
Like she's the goddess of death and she dies, I'm pretty sure she knows how to come from it and come back alive or something like that. I don't know.
And Thanos is in love with death, so
that being her. What's her name? Marvel vs. Capcom. So I think that was her, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm not. They never introduced her by name. I don't think. No, they did. They introduced her as Death. Yeah.
Yeah. Lady Death.
Yep. Yeah, she was good. One of the better Marvel villains.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Bae, Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie. T-Baze, gonna start off with you. What do you think about her character?
Oh, I thought she was cool. She was just, she's out here kicking ass. I mean, what else is to say about her? She was out there kicking ass. I didn't expect her at first to be an actual what do they call it, the Valkyrie, somebody from Asgard. I thought that was a nice little plot twist. I thought she was just some drunken salvager or whatever,
or bounty hunter or something.
Yeah, but she was basically just the movie's eye candy. She was cool though. She was a bad little bitch kicking everybody's ass. I did think it was funny how always once Bruce came into the picture, she kept saying, "I feel like I know you." I thought that part was kind of funny when she kept doing that. But yeah, she was cool. I can't complain, bro.
I wish you would tell me that.
This guy.
Shoot for the stars, eh? Shoot for the stars.
Chaos, what do you think about Valkyrie?
I mean, she was cool. There's not really a lot of talk about her just because, I don't know. She was kind of in the background. But yeah, I didn't expect the whole, she's part of the Asgardian army or whatever. And you know what? I gotta respect Thor because he respects women. Because, he liked that Valkyrie was there, and there's actually an army full of women. So we respect Thor.
Interesting plot twist there. Ace, what do you think about her?
I think she was a real great character. I mean, what everybody else is saying is true too about the whole fact that she was actually a Valkyrie. I think that's really, really dope, and that's a really cool tie-in and how she actually relates back to Asgard and relates back to Thor. I thought the interaction between the characters was dope. I think she was a savage. I mean, she came through in a drunken mess and everything like that. But then when them niggas tried to pull up and eat Thor, she destroyed him with the robot. I thought that was really, really dope. It had that technology, and that was cool. And she was a savage because she sold that nigga for 10 mil and was just yo, give me that buck, give me that bag, and then she just she dipped out. Yeah, she looked good too.
Here's one question, because I don't read the Thor comic book. Do all Asgardians have super strength? Because did you peep she had super strength?
Yeah, she has super strength.
I think
pretty much everybody.
Yeah, in the beginning,
she definitely
what did she pick up? I ain't seen no.
At the beginning, when there was the one survivor from the when she was shooting from her ship,
smacked him.
She smacked him and threw him up high in the air. She has super.
She picked up something heavy. In the movie too.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was.
They made it a joke as they threw him back to the trash, and yeah, I remember.
No. Okay. Chef?
No comment. She was just there.
Comment. Okay, so she was there. Right?
Nah,
Dang, you just wrote it off.
So you don't respect women?
I do, but she was just there to me. I don't. It wouldn't.
because
Really
at that point we got to talk about everybody in the goddamn.
No, we're not gonna talk about
No,
everybody,
but she was a very. I think she was a very pivotal point, as well as too. I think the fact, and y'all didn't bring this up, with the fact that with her interaction with Loki, actually what made her want to join the team and stuff, because she was that. The reason why she was drinking so much is to forget of what happened when she fought Hela, and the fact that Loki showed her that again to remind her what was going on. That I think that was a very pivotal part of the movie. I don't know.
We ain't even got to Loki. Goddamn it, damn.
No, but we got to her. I'm just saying though, we got to her. So
But that's not her point.
You're not gonna talk about Loki. You're
What?
Just there. We're not gonna go around every character, dog.
Nah, we be
I
here
know.
all night.
We're gonna get to my theory part, bro. We're gonna get to my theory.
They say talk about Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. They keep talking about.
He was in the movie for
He was just there.
Like, what is there to talk about? He was there.
There's not really nothing to mention there.
Like, if you seen Doctor Strange, then you knew it was going to happen.
I mean, he looked fly in his cape. What else you want to talk
Yeah,
about?
it was funny because he bitched Loki, and then he was fucking around with Thor the entire time, transform, like using.
It just gives you a taste of his power.
Yeah, like you can tell he's gotten powerful since the movie.
He had his yellow cleanup gloves. He was cleaning the bathroom before he.
I didn't like the gloves though. I was like, yo, yeah.
For 30 minutes.
Before Thor came, he was cleaning the house. So shout out to him.
Bliss, any comments about Valkyrie?
She was cool. She was, bad bitch, kicking ass, taking names, getting money.
Facts.
I thought it was a cool twist that she was a Valkyrie. I thought that was pretty cool. She was actually in my favorite scene in the whole movie, where the flashback where she was fighting Hela, and the scene with all the Valkyries coming down on the
That shit is
Pegasus.
dope, fam.
That was so lit. Like, I want to find a clip of that still, and then just make it like a desktop wallpaper. That was
That'd be like a dope. Yeah, that'd be like a dope.
I think
But
it
yeah,
was the
she-
trailers.
But other than that, she was pretty cool. I kind of wish we maybe delved a little bit more into her character, but probably it was just enough to get more of her backstory and her motivations to go back and fight and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Right.
for
We
sure.
want to talk about Matt Damon now.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, I was here. I missed that.
Matt Damon was in there, and his brother
playing
Luke
Loki.
Hemsworth.
He was playing Loki in the play.
Oh, word?
That was funny.
Yeah, right in the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit was funny as
That's my
fuck.
true.
I must have missed that. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Matt Damon there.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
landed
that's what a
around.
lot of people in the movie theater was laughing too. And they realized it.
And
That
he
Rock
said-
dude was played by the director. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
That's real cool.
Korg.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Korg.
yeah.
So what was the character he was playing? Like, what was the big deal about it? It was just
He's from
Matt
Planet.
Damon.
He's from Matt Damon. Yeah, he just played Loki in the little play. That, when he walked up.
Oh
and saw his
yes,
dad.
okay, I remember that. I wasn't paying
Yeah.
attention. I didn't even know that was him.
It was just a
Yeah,
cameo,
that was him.
basically.
Yeah.
It was funny though. It was a funny cameo because wouldn't expect it. Like, huh? And
Yeah, interesting. Okay, I missed that one. All right, so we're gonna briefly talk about, in my opinion, the star of the entire movie, Hulk. Hulk was again very, very good for someone who has only certain punchlines or whatever. Like, Hulk still had a lot. He had a lot more dialogue than I thought that he would ever have. Like, he was just straight chilling. Like, yeah, what you doing, big guy? Winning. Like, it was just silly shit like that.
I gotta go practice.
Yeah, he's like, Hulk, go practice. Like, it was just certain things that he was saying. Like, I felt was just stupid, dumb, funny, and I liked the actual.
So I'm always
script that
mad.
they had.
Oh yeah.
When him and Thor were arguing and throwing stuff, and he's like, "Are you crazy?" Yes.
yes.
So the
Hulk-
Marker followed it. Voice
Hulk smashed you. No, you did. Hulk smashed you.
That nigga that was slick when he went back to Banner was like, I definitely won. So
Right.
It can't be.
Yeah, so I thoroughly enjoy Hulk in this one way more than I did in the Avengers. It was just amplified in this one.
That man got out the hot tub. He said, "Wow, you just gonna do that in front of me?" Like,
He I don't even care, dog.
Marvel proved a theory for some of you weirdos that was wondering. Yes,
Yo, chill out.
Hey, yo, chill out, bro. Damn.
I really couldn't believe that's a thing though. Like, seriously. Like,
Yeah,
y'all niggas
we
are sick.
don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, that part was crazy.
was like, wow, they went there.
Yeah.
Marvel movie.
Regarding the Hulk, I was a little bit confused by this because, and I'm sure somebody, correct me if I'm wrong, because this is one of the few comic books that I did read. The Planet Hulk storyline, which is basically what he was when he was a gladiator and they were fighting. They kind of that's their way of teasing it into the shit because they're never actually gonna do it. I was confused by that because in the comic books, it was the Illuminaughty. It was Iron Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange. They shot his ass into space because they were tired of him tearing Earth up. In the movie, they said he was during the Age of Ultron, like he just got lost. Left. I was confused by that. Like, what did they? Like,
you didn't see the ending, or you didn't see in the end? He like leaves in the end of Age of Ultron. He's like on a ship, and he's like leaving.
There's a nuke, I think, on
to
that,
go to
on
space
that ship or something. Yeah.
And it just sent them to another dimension.
No, he was going in space. He left Earth because he didn't like Hulk destroying shit on Earth. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna personally take myself and like leave. And they showed you like a little camera. Something went wrong, basically.
Was that in the Age of Ultron?
Yeah, that was the Age of Ultron.
Okay, so I just don't remember this.
You gotta go back.
I'm not mad about them changing it. I just didn't remember. Okay,
it was just like his motivation to do it.
It was Black Widow. Black Widow helped him, and then and that's what they were showing on the little video feed. Ended up getting destroyed. The ship ended up getting destroyed. Or a little
Shows
bit.
you how many fucking movies there are. I can't remember it. Really.
Yeah, and that's how he ended up on that planet. Because of that, so.
Okay,
and that's why in Civil War, I forgot the agent's guy name that was talking to everybody in like
Ross.
Yeah, they were talking to Ross, and he had said, "We still don't know where Banner is. Would you guys like to let me know where he's at?" They were alluding to that's what they were alluding to, like
because no one knows where he's at right now.
Yeah.
Right, and then you find out because I mean they freaking spoiled it in the damn trailer, which I was like, if they would have kept that a surprise, I would have been like, yo,
this really would have been the
it would have been.
No, I mean,
we would have had a different conversation.
They've already said
it's almost understandable why they had to put the Hulk in there because everybody thought Thor 1 and 2 weren't that great, and they had to have a selling point.
Right.
Yeah, that's what made it, like, when I knew that Hulk was in here, I knew it was going to be that, a really funny movie. And it delivered on that.
This movie trailer did a lot of bait and switch, though.
Mm-hmm.
You think
so? Like, all the edits, because, like, the lightning, like, when you turn into, like, the God of Thunder, that wasn't in the trailers. Like, it was, but, like, when the fight that happened with the Hulk, if you go look at the trailer, it shows nothing with lightning.
Right. Like, we should have watched the trailer now, and, like, it's, like, literally right there.
And the
like,
effects on his, his eye, he has, it doesn't show it on the trailer, but obviously we know what happens at the end.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could have done like how they did with Spider-Man or Wolverine, like how they did with the Civil War, like just reveal like until the last trailer, and then a lot of people would have really been excited at the end to go.
Yeah,
see it.
Don't do something where Justice League just puts out clips every other day.
I know, that's why I don't watch trailers anymore.
Like, that's so annoying, dog.
That shit is coming out, and I forgot about it. That shit is about to be hot. That shit is
it's already out. Just go watch every clip.
I ain't trying to do that.
Pretty much.
We're gonna be praying for Justice League though. But one thing I kind of wanted to bring up before we go on to the next topic, just one more character thing. What did we think about what's my man's name? Scourge, that was holding down the Bifrost.
Shout out to Destroy.
He's kind of annoying. I ain't gonna lie.
He was funny. He was funny as hell.
I thought he was all right. I think like they could have done. I feel like he was kind of one of the away characters because like ever since like Hela pulled up on Asgard and then he was kind of forced to go with her, he was like sulking the whole movie. It's like, oh, I know I shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like. We get it. Every scene he had.
Yeah, they kept throwing it in our face like, oh, he's feeling guilt about what he's doing, and then he's gonna be.
We know what was gonna
some
happen.
Hero shit. Yeah, do some hero shit.
The only thing I'm confused about him is he had Destroy, the two M16s from Texas. I refuse to believe them M16s was hurting them Asgardians.
Hell no. Hell no, bro.
Hell no, absolutely not.
Asgardian bullets. Like, Texas got that smoke like that? Okay.
Chill.
Yeah, I think he saw the movie. He like, yeah, that's right.
And they were dead too. They were the undead.
Right. Like, so I know that regular M16 bullets were not going to be destroying them like that. But I guess, man.
Bullets, maybe.
Yeah, that's why I was like, they gotta be magic bullets.
My dad laughed because he's like, those ammo is gonna be run out soon, and then it did.
They did, yeah.
What about the bullets that Scarlett Johansson or Black Widow shoots at the those people in the Avengers?
They ain't in the Earth, so how they gonna get them?
No, I don't. Yeah, he said He said got it from Texas. I was like, all right. He was all right though. I just knew what he was gonna do from the beginning, so it was just whatever was scared.
Mind if I speak about Hulk too?
Go for it.
You know, Jade, you kind of skipped me on Valkyrie.
I wasn't gonna skip anybody.
Oh no, you think I'm talking too much all of a sudden? Nah, I'm messing with you, but no.
Get him out of here.
I'm messing with you, but Hulk was cool. He was cool, and Valkyrie, yes, he was cool as well. I'm just summing up.
Cool.
I didn't like how he was talking like a baby though. That was kind of funny. Like,
you know what? Since you brought the Hulk up, I'll give the Hulk. He probably had the funniest scene, probably one of the funniest scenes in any Marvel movie when he's like, "I'm going to show you who I really am," and then he jumped out and his head.
Oh yeah, I think that was a callback to the first movie.
That's like one of the funniest scenes in any Marvel.
Oh
yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's a good segue. I was like at the end, I was telling Black and Steven, Banner said if he switched to Hulk, that like he might not come back.
Mm-hmm.
So when he jumped out, we literally see him like die as Banner, but we never see him change back into Bruce Banner. Even at the after credit scene,
that's a good point, actually.
So is he gonna come back still?
He's coming back. He's
just
coming back
as a Hulk.
We don't know. We don't know.
We're gonna talk about that because TBH slightly brought that up about the.
Because he was Hulk for 2 years.
Yeah, that's what we gotta bring up real quick. I really do think that's real. That's real cool. That the fact that they actually showed him as two entities because they're not the same person, like absolutely at all. And the fact that he was
he did the leap of faith and died.
Yeah, like,
he's not gonna stay like that because eventually he's gonna run into Black Widow and he's gonna remember again. Like
exactly.
Yeah, but he fucking broke his neck though. He died.
He can't be killed.
No, he can't because he in the first movie, in the first Avengers movie, he says that he tried to put a bullet in the back of his head and he woke up as
he
big
spit
guy.
It out.
Yeah, and he spit it out. So yeah, he broke his neck, but he'll be all right.
They did that in the first. That's why y'all kind of need to see the original Incredible Hulk because some of the stuff they was talking about in there. That's happening.
I saw it.
There's several times where the Hulk almost killed Thor. There's several times in the comic book. Like he's that strong. He's just god tier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I also did like how they developed. Like when y'all said it was a 2 years thing. Like y'all said the different entities. Like Thor couldn't even talk like that. Not Thor. Hulk couldn't even talk like that. So in this one, you see like he's developing like an actual human. Like,
well, that's because they tried to actually make it like how it really is. Because Hulk was talking like that before. Like I think in the comics he was like that. Like he was able to interact with people more.
But in the movies, they just always had him screaming. That's what made
exactly. They probably
they gradually did it, and I'll just toss it up to he's a Hulk for 2 years. So obviously now that he was like the full form Hulk for 2 straight years. It pretty much gave him knowledge and stuff just by living on the planet.
It could be so many ways that they could go with this because, like, he could even like go into like Grey Hulk status. But I know they're not going to go that far. But like Grey Hulk would he was perfectly fine. He was just surviving. So like it could be any way. But I agree with everything that you all said. Though I don't know though. I don't know if he'll probably turn back though. I think he might be leaning toward turning back at one point. But we'll see how they end up going with this.
You don't have to.
Yeah, because Infinity War, like I said, we're gonna need Hulk anyway. So
we all did see the lead trailer, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was
the leak trailer of Infinity War.
You know what? Because some people in the chat ain't
I haven't seen the leak trailer. I haven't seen it.
Damn.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about this.
Oh yeah, allegedly.
We're not gonna talk about it, bro.
Same. I mean, we didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I don't know what happens in that movie.
So let's briefly talk about one other thing, and then we'll do what you thought about it overall. So after credit scenes, I was not impressed at all. They were pretty lame, in my opinion. Let's see. We'll start off with Chef, though. What do you think about the after credit scenes? If you did say, which I hope you did.
Which one?
Both of them. We
don't even need to talk about.
We don't need to talk about the funny
one. The second one is just like whatever.
They always do a throwaway.
So just the first one.
We'll talk about the first one.
Well, wasn't that what's his name? Ronan's ship that popped up out of nowhere?
No. That's Thanos.
I thought it was Thanos.
That's Thanos.
That's called the Sanctuary 2. And if you remember when they showed Thanos, he his home is called the Sanctuary. So his ship is called Sanctuary too. So that's Thanos' is like home from home.
This is my theory of why it's definitely Thanos' ship. If you paid attention to the last scene when Loki was going to set that shit off, you notice how he looked at that Tesseract. I'm pretty sure he picked that Tesseract up and Thanos sensed that shit.
So I can't be caught.
Like he's got one. Loki's got one of the Infinity Stones, and they sensed it in space, and they got pulled up on.
We got another chaos theory. So since he grabbed it, he's definitely gonna take. Thanos is definitely gonna either take it or Loki's gonna give it to him to be like, "Yo, I'm good. Just here, take this or whatever."
Gonna try to trick him again or something.
Because at the end, how Thor and Loki like. He's like, you're getting predictable all throughout the movie, and then he finally started to trust Loki at the end.
Remember in the elevator scene?
They're definitely Loki's gonna betray him again somehow.
No, but I'm saying as if that he either go do that or what's the best way? Who's gonna die in Infinity War? And they think it's gonna be Loki, and he's gonna have to do something like heroic at the end. That'd be a good way to save that character and be like, all right, Thor's brother was actually good, whatever. But I think he's gonna die.
Is Tom Hiddleston gonna be in any more Marvel movies? Because that might be his send off.
I'm pretty sure Infinity War.
I can't get rid of Loki. Can we talk about how too Marvel movies are starting to become self-aware? You peep how when Thor and Hulk were fighting, Loki's like, you see how it feels? Like referencing the first Avengers. These movies are becoming self-aware now. I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's
the jokes you had to see.
They know the funny movies.
You had to put that in there, though. You couldn't go without it. Like, you definitely did after the way that nigga threw him like a rag doll.
Like I said, the chef was a little bit confused. He was like, whose ship that was? Because my girl was asking that too. She was like, whose ship was that? I was like, I'm sure that was Thanos.
At first, I thought it was them golden people from Guardians of the Galaxy at first.
Chasing them again.
That's a possibility. That is a possibility, too.
Because they going, why would they go after Thor?
They literally said the name of the ship. Jeff, whatever the fuck name is.
Grandmaster?
Oh my
Grandmaster.
That can't be. No, it's not Grandmaster. I think.
No, he was just saying.
He got 8 in the line.
He referenced it. He said, I think it's
there. Said the name of the ship.
He going on there.
It's called Sanctuary too.
So before that, because Black Panther is the last one before Infinity War, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why they're thinking the Soul Gem is gonna be in Black Panther, just because of the little realm that he was in. He could see the souls or whatever, like his past lives.
That's the purple ancestors. Thing? That's the purple.
Yeah. So that little realm, land area. He's
like some out of Lion
King. You
could
see his dad and it's based in the Black Panther. I don't know too much.
You talking about the purple in his suit?
No, the purple in. When they're talking he's in the land and it looks like from Lion King. Then there's Black Panthers and shit.
Oh yeah.
So
Lion King
in the comics, he has something it's a room where he could speak to his dad and shit
past Black Panther
lives.
Okay.
So they're thinking they're gonna do something, the Soul Gem in there. So.
That's the thing, though. That's what we gotta find out. Who is going to actually try to pull up on Wakanda? Or are you going to be able to find it?
They're going to learn real quick.
Yeah, they're going to find some way.
Real quick. You can't pull up on.
We're going to get a huge hint at the end of Black Panther. That's all I'm going to say. There's definitely going to be a huge hint. And everybody's going to stay at the end of Black Panther to see what they show, because that's basically going to set the
except for the white people.
In the theater. We ain't letting
Can we talk about that too? Just for a second? It baffles
Stop
me.
leaving the theater.
That I go to a Marvel movie and people are still getting up at the end.
Bro,
I'm like, dude, come on, you guys don't know.
That's
fair weather fans, dog. Fair weather fans.
I don't stay for that second. I'll stay for the first. I don't stay for.
I gotta stay. I gotta stay till the lights come on.
Yeah, exactly. I stay till the lights come on.
I didn't tell you, but I waited in the theater an hour before the movie started. The ads weren't going on. Then they tell us, yo, the projector's messed up. You guys gotta wait another 40 minutes. So we waited for an hour and 40 minutes just to see the movie. That was I don't know how long it was, 2 hours or something. And I was like, yo, I'm ready to go. It was 2 in the morning. I'm done.
Damn, yo bad.
Right.
Yeah, my bad.
I ain't had no problem, so they got. I go at 7 or 8 p.m. Man, I don't do no midnight.
I'm at 10. Left at 12:30, boy.
I don't even do that no more. Any other thoughts or theories about the after credit scenes or Black Panther, how it's leading up to Infinity War?
I think Thanos is probably. I think that is his ship. And what's his other crew? Thanos' crew that he got that's pulling up. Y'all know the name?
The children or whatever.
I only know his daughters, Gamora, and then the other one.
Yeah, no, all of his children.
Like the Four Horsemen.
The Apocalypse or shit.
Yeah,
it's similar to that. But,
does he have that? I thought Apocalypse had that.
Yeah, Apocalypse.
No, his kids are going to be in the movies.
You're right. My bad.
The 7 Apocalypse or whatever.
But I think he's going on that ship and getting the Tesseract because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's probably just to put 2 and 2 together. Probably because if you remember from that leaked Infinity War trailer where it started out with Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor's washed up on the windshield, so probably Thanos pulled up on the people.
So everything's gonna be
shit out, and then just Thor's just out in space after he lost.
Yeah, they said they get there late too. Like they pull up to the Avengers later.
They're saying the Black Order.
Okay.
Yeah, the Black Order.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're gonna be in there.
You seen him grabbing, squeezing Thor's head. So that's where I think that's what happened in that trailer.
That's not spoiling the trailer because TBH.
Everybody's seen it.
No. We already say we're going to talk about it. We start talking about it.
Okay. All right. So, final thoughts. Go ahead and give the score out of 10. Start off with you, Ace. What you giving Thor Ragnarok?
I'm giving it a 8.5 out of 10.
8.5. Okay. Not bad.
Yeah,
Chef.
Sounds like a hater.
Actually,
I don't get the 0.5.
Damn, Chaos, shut up.
Shut the fuck up, Chaos.
Chef, sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9.5.
Ooh, okay. Very high score. Okay, Blitz.
I give it an 8.5. I'm very hesitant to give things because I got to be like, thoroughly enjoy the whole joint. So I give.
Now you got sniped. Say it again.
No, I was just gonna say it's a pretty good movie, so I enjoyed it a lot. One thing I did also want to bring up just real fast, the one thing I kind of stuck out to me was like when Odin died. Spoiler alert. Like I kind of don't like how they he just kind of died. Like I don't remember. I didn't.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It
it makes sense, but I thought it was going to be a little more dramatic because I saw the first Thor, but not the second one. I imagine he's a pretty big.
The sister disappears.
Yeah, I like he's like Odin's a pretty big player.
I mean, his wife died the same way. Like
I just kind of don't like how he honestly just turned into pixie dust and left. Like I will say, more dramatic than that.
Did you peep the little Easter egg when they was like, "Where's Odin at?" and they was like, "He's in Norway," and it's Norse mythology.
Yeah.
That little Easter egg, I was like, "That's funny."
That's funny, but real niggas only saw that, nobody else.
But yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Also, I got to give the movie extra points because they didn't shout to Idris Elba holding the city down when everybody left.
Facts.
I thought he was gonna die, but he pulled through. So
I did. He just made his cameo again, boy. Him dog. That's what's up. Real deal. What you giving Thor?
6 out of 10.
Damn.
I'm fucking sorry. No, y'all know. It's a 9.5. 9.5.
This man be playing too much.
It's definitely 9.5.
What's all these 0.5s, bro? What the fuck saying IG?
No,
fuck that 8.5. Not enough water, nigga.
9.5.
Pretty entertaining movie, like we've been discussing in the beginning. Either top 5, top 10, whatever. I think it could have set up Infinity War a little bit more, but I think Black Panther's going to do it.
Got to.
I watched it when it was out on Blu-ray. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Thoroughly enjoyed it. TBH.
I want to give this movie a 9, but I'm gonna give it an 8.8. I'm different, and the reason I give it an 8.8, I just can't give it quite the 9, is because the movie was funny, but I don't know about y'all. There were certain moments where I felt like they were trying a little bit too hard with the jokes, and it came across as cheesy. So I was like, just for the little bit of cheese, I gotta knock some points off.
Oh my God. Okay,
most of the jokes hit, but not all of them.
I respect it. I ain't mad. Chaos, what you giving it?
I give it a 10, and I truly give it a 10 because if you listen to anything that we said in this video, no one said like one big negative thing. So that's why I was kind of telling y'all like,
the second after credit scene was a negative.
Yeah, that could be the only negative that I get it the second
exactly.
half.
But that's if you're like very like I don't know, just picking apart the movie. But like I like the enemy that they give. I like the cast. The comedy was there. Action was way better than the other ones. I like the characters. So like I mean, there's no reason not to give it a 10 for me.
Okay. And then me personally, I will also give it a 9. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was, and I'm glad that I actually saw it, even though I was going to see it anyways. But I actually thoroughly enjoyed it when I saw it. Hulk just made the movie super good. I loved all the dialogue between Thor and pretty much everybody in the film. And it definitely hit for me, man. This one definitely hit for the regular MCU movies, but it just makes me that much more excited for Black Panther, man. I can't wait till February.
February 16th. That's a Friday. Make sure all y'all get your time off.
2 days before my birthday, bro.
If I see anybody in Discord, I'm kicking you out.
School, all that type of stuff.
You say
Let
what?
your ball. Let your
I'll
ball.
just play. I'll just play. But okay.
Oh yeah. Somebody said, don't
and,
forget the Beta Ray Bill Easter egg that was in the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They talked about him.
The other Thor, basically. Yeah.
Oh,
They said he was going to be in this movie,
too.
but they didn't like how they were doing him, so they rather not mess up his story, so they took him out.
But they basically established he does exist somewhere in the MCU.
Yeah, he pretty much died. Because I mean, they only put those heads there if they either die or they were the champion. We didn't hear from them. All the past champions have died.
This is definitely true. Hulk was the last one.
What?
No, I mean, he was there for 2 years, so they could have very well been possible. Yeah.
And remember, they talked about him in the little like champion arena. Like, yo, if you go out there, you gonna die. And they killed fucking what's his name, Bob or whatever the fuck is this?
Oh dang, did we?
Oh yeah, another day,
we didn't talk about Korg, did we?
Yeah, Doug. Yeah, no, the Doug.
No, I'm talking about Korg.
The blue dude or the rock?
Yeah, we mentioned
like the thing.
TBS mentioned them. TBS mentioned them a little bit.
The director played him. Yeah,
I liked him. He was a G.
from Planet Hope. He had that New Zealand accent.
We're gonna start a revolution. You want to join?
You want to come?
Yeah, the foundations are. Never mind. There's no foundations when they destroyed it.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
When they like the dog or whatever was dead in his hand at the end.
Yeah, poor Doug.
Right.
He's alive.
Shout out to Stan Lee for hooking up Thor with that haircut.
Bro, that haircut shit was funny as
That's
hell.
probably the best cameo. Honestly, because he had something
Yes,
to do.
somebody else said that too. Yeah, they liked it. So definitely interesting. So overall, as you can see, we like Thor a lot. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. If you're worried about spoilers, I don't know why the hell you're in here, but thanks for supporting anyway. If y'all want to
TY.
Yeah, right. Thank you for the support. Make sure that if you want to be on videos like this with Blitz Chef and Real Deal, make sure that you support the Patreon. You can get in here, talk to everybody, make some friends, play some games, get in videos like this, and we have more and more coming. We're definitely going to talk about the Punisher and Justice League. There are going to be some major ones coming up, so just be looking out for those. Yeah, we gonna talk about it, bro. Even if it sucks, we gonna talk about it.
Don't be praying for Justice League. It's okay.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a shit show. Come for that. That's I'm
I'm already ready to be mad.
Slander.
Wonder Woman.
I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Wonder Woman was definitely the best DC one. That's all I'm about to say. Wonder Woman is definitely the best DC one for sure. So
It's not hard to be the
I ain't
best.
saying a lot. Yeah, I'm saying a lot.
That movie.
Definitely not saying a lot.
I still haven't
You
seen it.
haven't yet?
DC.
No,
Okay.
because just DC sucks ass. Why am I gonna spend my time on it?
I'll feel you.
Dark Knight
that's gonna be a slander fest. Be ready for that.
I don't respect women after that movie.
Yeah, but anyway,
We gonna see.
yeah, we're gonna see about that. But we'll holler at y'all later though. Thanks for coming by. Peace.
Bye.